This one's kind of interesting. This is from Jamison Hensley. It's the projections to win the AFC North, and it's based on ESPN's Football Power Index. They have the Browns as the favorite to win the AFC North based on the Football Power Index. And you see, not a lot of respect for the Bengals, the team that went to the Super Bowl, the AFC champs, and the Steelers kind of fallen off behind with their change at quarterback. Should the Browns be the favorites, do you think?
If you think that Watson will play a full season, yeah. If you don't know where Watson's going to play, then I have no idea how you determine that kind of a thing, right? That's what makes it difficult. A lot of this hinges on the quarterback position. And as much as I think the Browns could get by with Jacoby Brissett for a year, I also think there is a world of difference between having Jacoby Brissett and having Deshaun Watson at quarterback, right? So that whole thing changes everything for the Cleveland Browns, but roster-wise, yeah, they're the best roster. I would agree that probably roster-wise, the Ravens are the second best roster. I understand that the Bengals have done a lot in this offseason. They're a strong team, and being the third best team in this division is not really a slight. They're all great teams here at the top of this. Even Pittsburgh's a pretty good team for a team that people are projecting largely to be last place. So I don't think any of this is a slight to the Bengals, but, the Bengals, when you look at their season, yes, they had tremendous success. Yes, they achieved a lot of stuff last year, but also you have to look, they had a very fortunate playoff route, right, where they only really had to play one elite level quarterback in that entire run up until they had the Chiefs and the Rams. And if you consider Matt Stafford elite, that's kind of a borderline case there, but they played Derek Carr and Ryan Tannehill, both who had horrible games. Multiple turnovers, right? So they were fortunate in those games, still only won them by a small point differential. And they kind of squeaked by in the regular season, won the division because the division was especially weak, right? We had an injured Baker Mayfield playing at an awful level, no Lamar Jackson at the end of the season, and then Ben Roethlisberger was, old Ben Roethlisberger at that point. The Ravens were tremendously injured, and you can see how the gates kind of opened for the Bengals in a way that it probably won't open for them again to win the division. Not saying that they're not capable of doing it, they are, but they're still going to have to make a tremendous leap, as crazy as it sounds, as a team in order to have that regular season success that they had last year and replicate it. Now in the playoffs, anything goes, but as far as regular season goes, they're still going to have to make a leap if everything stays on a relatively healthy plan for all the other teams.
Yeah, and they had the first place schedule to deal with as well.